Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Thought I'd make a little video today to give my take on distraction versus sit with anxiety and panic and fight through it. It's a very difficult subject because everybody is on a different journey. Everybody's anxieties and anxiety levels are different. There are no two people suffering the exact same thing, even though a lot of the symptoms are very, very similar, even identical, because it's a natural body thing. Distraction is it's funny because I don't believe distraction. When people say, oh, I'm feeling all anxious and everything, and people say, oh, go and read a book, or it is sort of a defensive behavior. It's like a safety behavior. By distracting yourself from that, you're not in effect curing anything, and it will just come back. It will come back, definitely. So the argument of, or not the argument, but the opinion of sit through it and fight it, I would say, in my opinion, is the best for the long-term calming, because you can't cure anxiety because it's meant to be there. It's there to protect you. It's just we've got hypersensitive, so it's there all the time. So yeah, I mean, it really is a personal thing on what works with you, but the understanding has got to be that if you're feeling anxious and you go off to do something to distract yourself, that anxiety, that feeling is still there. The chemicals are still going around your body, and it will come back later, or maybe not straight away, but usually when you calm down again, and boom, it's back. Which is why the sit with it approach can be helpful, because once you can learn to, okay, so say for instance you've been distracted all day, you've been busy in the garden or busy out walking or whatever, you come back at night, you have your tea and everything, and then you sit down to relax and you're feeling quite relaxed, and all of a sudden, for example, you get a bit of a heart palpitation. Now, I've said this before, but in the CBT videos, you get that heart palpitation, and this is where knowledge is 100%. I keep saying this to people. To beat anxiety, or to manage anxiety, knowledge is the key, because the fact that you get that heart palpitation and to be able to instantly know why you've got that heart palpitation, and then sit with it, keep calm, don't let your mind wander, just nice and slow breaths, and carry on doing what you were doing. But every time you notice that heart palpitation, rather than your thought cycle might, oh, I've had a heart, oh, what's that? Well, don't let that happen. Stop that. As soon as you get that thought of, oh, what's that? What's happening to me? Bang, stop it. That's where the challenge comes in. That's where you want to be sort of sitting back and I know why this is happening to me. There's no need to get alarmed. There's no need to be scared. I know why this is happening. Write it down, make a little note of it, and then next time it happens, you can do the same thing. I do mention this in some of my other videos, you know, having a thought diary to write all these situations that, you know, the sensations that you feel, and then the thought that you noticed, and then your blocking point, the knowledge. Back to the court case, I'll put the court case in this video once again. It's so important to be able to do that. So it is a part of distraction, but first of all, you've got to have knowledge. So heart palpitation. Oh, what's that? What's happening? Now the next thing, oh my God, crikey, is that my heart? And you just create fear. So you've got to be quick. Like as soon as a palpitation happens, just take some really nice slow breaths. I know why that's happening. It's not a problem. I'll be aware of it, but I'll carry on with my evening. And you're taking back control there. So you're creating confidence. Don't beat yourself up if you don't manage it every time. You know, you will eventually, but don't beat yourself up initially if you don't manage it every time. Now the other thing is obviously the sidekick to that is you feel the heart palpitation and oh, what's happening? Oh, I'm going to do something, and you crack on doing something, and you do forget about the heart palpitation, because 9 out of 10 times it will disappear. But it's going to come back again. So if you can learn to sit with them and control them, your confidence grows, the anxiety gets less, your nervous system calms down, and eventually everything will disappear. So yeah, just a little understanding of it there, the difference between sort of sit with it or distract. Both have the ups and downs, you know. Another thing you can do is, whereas you keep busy, put the two together. So if you sat there at night, you've just come in, you've sat down to relax, and then heart palpitation, instead of letting that create the fear to get you up to go and do something to distract yourself, when you get the heart palpitation, boom, a few deep breaths. I know why this is happening. This isn't a problem. It's no problem at all. It's happened before. I know exactly what's doing it. I'll get up and I'll have a little walk. But you're in control. You're deciding consciously to make that decision rather than the fear making you do something. All right, I hope that's helped a little bit. Yeah, like, subscribe, click the little bell just as normal, and I'll do some more videos soon. All right, thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.